Thank you for joining us on Fox 10 News on your Saturday morning. Right now it's 7 o'clock. Today is March 20th, I believe. Right, Matt? Am I correct on that this time?
Yeah.
March 20th it is. And it's officially spring. Winter just ended. So the spring equinox is the moment when the sun is exactly above the equator and day and night are an equal length, bringing in the new season. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration expects warmer than average temperatures this spring. Now, while that sounds like nice news, NOAA warns it could cause trouble. Now, according to NOAA's spring outlook, nearly 1/2 of the country is currently experiencing moderate to exceptional drought conditions. Now, that is expected to continue and expand. Let's bring in meteorologist Matt Barentine to talk about that and to talk about our forecast coming up today and for the rest of the work week. Matt?
Well, yeah, and Johnny, for us, we're actually going to start off officially spring with some cool weather, below average here for us this weekend. So, I mean, hey, take it while we can get it, right? We know we're going to be sweltering for the next several months, right? So a little bit of last minute cool air, not a bad deal for me. Here's what it looks like right now. 49 in Mobile, 53 in Evergreen, Crestview at 53, 52 in Peso, 40s here and once again in parts of Mobile County, out the airport and out at Wilmer. Dawes sitting at 50, Fairhope sitting at 51. 53 Perdido Key, 52 in Lillian. So it's crisp and cool this morning, but it's certainly not bitterly cold or anything like that. We do have clouds. So the clouds are there, so we're fairly gray this morning. No rain anywhere nearby at this point. I think we'll do okay with rain today. Most of it will stay offshore, so we're going to keep our rain chances off the board today. Just dealing with the clouds throughout much of the day. We might start to see some peaks of sunshine by late in the afternoon. Fingers crossed on that. I'd like to see at least a few peaks of sun, but if we don't get much in the way of it today, we'll definitely get some sunshine tomorrow. Well, here's your planner, and you can see it's mostly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures, once again, on the cool side. Average highs this time of year, low 70s. We should make the mid 60s, and that's about it here for today. So it's going to be on the cool side here for our Saturday. So mostly cloudy and cool. That's the headline for today. Tomorrow, sunshine back in force. It'll be very pleasant here coming up for your Sunday. Looking ahead, next chance of rain midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday. Heavy rain likely on those days. We'll break that down for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Matt, thank you. Well, it's been a long time coming for businesses at the beach, welcoming another round of spring breakers with open arms this weekend. Now, the beach towns finally bustling once again after a year paralyzed by COVID restrictions. And already this month, they're feeling the spring break boom. Even on chilly days like yesterday, Terry Shelton, owner of Coyote Beach Sports, rented out all 30-plus bicycles he's got.
Well, it seems like things are starting to pick back up a little bit. It's been a little slow at the first of the year, but every weekend now there's more and more people coming down. So I think we do see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, spring break continues through the end of the month. And as a reminder, Governor Ivey's current safer at home order expires on April 9th. And 1 year since the first COVID-19 case hit Mobile County, the number of cases declining at a rate not seen since the pandemic started. All but 10 of Alabama's 67 counties are at low risk. Mobile is one of them. The first coronavirus case was confirmed in Mobile County 1 year ago from yesterday. Local health leaders say we might soon see the lowest number of cases yet in Mobile County.
What we are continuing to see with these numbers are consistently low numbers that are approaching the lowest that we've had throughout the pandemic.
Now, Mobile County is averaging 30 cases per day over the last couple of weeks. And Alabama will begin allowing more people to get the COVID-19 vaccine on Monday. That means supply shortages will continue to be a problem. The state's top doctor said Friday that supply issues will likely be a problem for a few more weeks. Then we're going to face a different concern, reluctance. Alabama State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris says polling commissioned by the state suggests a third of people are hesitant to get the vaccine. That could complicate efforts to reach the 70 to 75% coverage goal that public health officials say is necessary for herd immunity. Now, we talked to folks divided about the vaccine. Denby Taylor says she plans to get the vaccine when she's eligible, but Jerome Cheney says he'll leave his fate in God's hands.
Yes, I do intend to plan to get it. My husband has been asking me about it, but yeah, yes, I definitely want to get it. Not really, I think everybody should get it. I mean, you know, I have full trust in it.
I believe I'm already healed. By his stripes over healed, that's what the Bible says. So I just turn it over to the Lord. I just put it.
Alabama is slowly making progress on the vaccination front. As of Thursday, it had given out almost 1.4 million shots. And next week in Mobile County, there will be 3 first-dose Moderna vaccination events going on Monday and Wednesday. You can go to the cruise terminal between 8 in the morning and 8 at night. Tuesday, you can head to Bellingrath Gardens. That event starts at 9 a.m. and goes until supplies run out. Now, these vaccines will be open to the next phase of eligible people in Alabama. That includes people 55 and older, anyone with certain health conditions, and more essential workers. And starting Monday, Florida lowering its COVID vaccine age to 50. The state already vaccinating healthcare workers and first responders over 50 years old. Governor Rick DeSantis says nearly 70% of the state's seniors have already gotten their shots. DeSantis also hinting Florida will be well ahead of President Biden's goal of expanding eligibility to all adults by May 1st. And the U.S. has cleared President Biden's goal of administering 100 million coronavirus vaccines in his first 100 days in office. In fact, the president says the country may actually get to 200 million by his 100th day. And the CDC is revisiting its social distancing guidelines for students returning to the classrooms. Fox News correspondent Steve Harrigan has more.
The CDC has announced new COVID guidance for schools, including in many cases, reducing social distancing from 6 feet to 3 feet.
Today's announcement builds on our ongoing efforts to support teachers, school, staff, and students, as well as our work and educational and public health stakeholders to provide the guidance, tools, and resources to get our nation's schools open as quickly and safely as possible.
The changes could speed reopening for many schools, which did not have enough space to maintain 6 feet of social distance. While some parents demand immediate reopenings, others are still afraid.
We're not sending them until next year, just as a precautionary measure to protect them. We got an 18-month-old baby in here, and I can't take that risk.
Welcome to CDC.
The president and the vice president visited the CDC to get a debriefing on the pandemic and to tout the fact of reaching 100 million shots in 58 days. The U.S. is currently averaging 2.5 million shots a day. Biden told the health workers that science was back in the White House.
I hope this is the beginning and the end of not paying attention. We can build all the walls we want. We can have the most powerful armies in the world. But we cannot stop. We cannot stop these viruses, other than be aware where they are and move quickly on them when we find them.
Yet there is surprising data on who is not getting the vaccine. A Washington Post Kaiser poll found just 52% of frontline health workers have gotten at least one shot, and 1/3 say they are not confident the vaccines are safe or effective. The presidential visit follows a testy exchange between Senator Rand Paul and Dr. Anthony Fauci, which continued today.
Senator Paul has this message that we don't need masks, which goes against just about everything we know about how to prevent spread of the virus.
Now, the 6 feet rule still applies when students can't wear masks or if they are in common areas. The same groups of teachers and students should be kept together throughout the day, and on buses, students should be spaced apart and wear those masks.